Hello everyone! Have you ever listened to a song and suddenly got goosebumps because of the vocal harmony? Or maybe without realizing it, tears fell from your eyes because of such a perfect combination of voices? Well, today we're going to discuss the extraordinary vocal phenomenon between Jimin and Jungkook. Are you ready? Let's get started. In the world of vocal music, there are rare moments when two voices meet and create something truly magical. This isn't just about two people singing together, but about how two very different vocal characteristics can create incredible chemistry. And this is a phenomenon we see when Jimin and Jungkook unite their vocals in one harmony. Both are tenors, but trust me, the way they sing is very different, and it's precisely this difference that makes them perfect for each other. Let's start with Jimin. If you pay close attention when Jimin sings, there's something very special about his voice. His vocals are soft, ethereal, almost like an emotion-filled whisper. There's a breathy texture in his voice that gives a very intimate and personal impression. It feels like Jimin is singing only for you, in a quiet room, telling something very private. This isn't coincidental, guys. This is an artistic choice that Jimin makes to create an emotional connection with his listeners. What's interesting about Jimin's vocal technique is how he uses vulnerability as strength. Many singers consider softness a weakness, but Jimin turns it into his signature weapon. Every note he sings is given space to breathe, with dynamics that rise and fall following the song's emotion. His vibrato is delicate and controlled, vibrating with precision that adds layers of expression without feeling excessive. You can hear this very clearly in ballad songs or in slow moments within a track. When Jimin touches high notes, there's a special magic. His transition is so smooth, never feeling forced or strained. He knows exactly his vocal limits and plays beautifully within that range. His tone is warm, wrapping listeners in comfortable warmth. His articulation is clear but not harsh, giving each word emotional weight without losing lyrical clarity. This is high-level mastery, guys. It takes years of practice to achieve control like this. What makes Jimin's approach even more fascinating is his use of microdynamics. These are the subtle changes in volume and intensity within a single phrase that most listeners might not consciously notice, but they definitely feel. It's like watching a painter who doesn't just use broad strokes, but also pays attention to the tiniest details that bring the whole picture to life. Jimin manipulates these microdynamics with surgical precision, creating waves of emotion that build and recede like ocean tides. This level of nuance is what separates good singers from truly exceptional ones. Jimin's vocal characteristics are perfect for moments requiring emotional depth. In his high tenor range, he can float above instrumentation in a way that feels weightless yet still present. Imagine, like a cloud floating but you can still see it clearly. That's Jimin. Every phrase he sings receives special treatment, as if each word has its own story that must be delivered perfectly. Now let's shift to Jungkook. If Jimin is the softness that touches the heart, then Jungkook is the strength that makes you stand tall. His vocals are solid, stable, powerful, but also very controlled. This is a very rare combination because usually power often sacrifices control, or vice versa. But Jungkook? He has both in extraordinary abundance. Jungkook's voice has exceptional projection. He can cut through even the densest instrumentation without having to shout or force his voice. This is the result of very strong breath support and super solid technique. His timbre is bright and clear, with an edge that gives clear definition to every note. When you hear Jungkook sing, you immediately know it's him, even without looking. His characteristics are very distinct and recognizable. What's most impressive about Jungkook is his consistency. Guys, this is a seriously underrated skill. Many singers can be powerful at the beginning of a song, but then their stamina drops. But Jungkook, from start to finish, even in long performances that are super demanding, his vocal quality remains stable. This shows a very strong technical foundation and intensive training. Jungkook's mid-range is incredibly rich and full-bodied. There's a resonance that fills the space without visible effort. When he goes up to the upper register, his power doesn't diminish. In fact, it often increases with controlled intensity. His belting is clean and supported, with minimal strain, even on the highest notes in the tenor range. For those of you who might be learning vocals, Jungkook is a perfect example of proper technique. He can do runs and riffs with sharp precision, showing extraordinary agility. Another remarkable aspect of Jungkook's vocal ability is his genre versatility. Whether it's R&B, pop, rock, or even more experimental sounds, Jungkook adapts his vocal color and techniques seamlessly. This chameleon-like quality doesn't mean he loses his identity, quite the opposite. He maintains his core vocal signature while molding it to fit different musical contexts. This adaptability is crucial in modern music production, where songs often blend multiple genres within a single track. Jungkook navigates these shifts with the ease of someone who has complete command over his instrument. What's also worth mentioning is Jungkook's technical foundation in proper vocal health and maintenance. The way he consistently delivers powerful performances without vocal damage speaks volumes about his understanding of proper technique. He knows when to push and when to pull back, when to use full voice, and when to employ mixed voice. This intelligence in vocal management is what allows him to have such longevity and reliability as a performer. It's not just about having a great voice, it's about knowing how to use it sustainably. Now, this is the most interesting part. What happens when Jimin's softness meets Jungkook's strength? Magic, guys. Pure magic. When they sing together, something very special happens. Jimin's softness provides emotional depth that makes us personally connect with the song, while Jungkook's strength provides foundation and momentum that moves the song forward with energy. In their harmony, usually Jimin takes a more expressive and emotional approach, while Jungkook provides solid supporting lines that uphold the overall vocal structure. But this isn't about one being more important than the other. This is about how they fill the spaces each other leaves behind. Like a perfect puzzle, where every piece has its own place, and without one of them, the picture won't be complete. What makes their combination even more powerful is its versatility. For upbeat and energetic songs, Jungkook can lead with his power and drive, while Jimin adds harmony layers that provide texture and emotional dimension. Conversely, for ballads and introspective songs, Jimin can lead with his vulnerability, while Jungkook provides a solid anchor. They can switch roles seamlessly, and this shows a very high level of understanding. The beauty of their collaboration also lies in their spatial awareness. In audio production terms, they occupy different sonic spaces in the mix, which creates a three-dimensional soundscape. Jimin's voice often sits in a slightly more forward position, creating intimacy, while Jungkook's voice provides depth and width. This spatial separation isn't accidental. It's the result of careful vocal arrangement and production choices that maximize the impact of both voices. When you listen with headphones, you can really appreciate how their voices dance around each other in the stereo field. You know what's most interesting? They influence each other. In joint performances, you can hear how Jimin sometimes adds a bit more power to his delivery when joining with Jungkook. And Jungkook, he often softens his approach and adds more emotional nuance when harmonizing with Jimin. This is a form of musical conversation that's very mature and beautiful. This mutual influence extends beyond just the moment of performance. Over the years, you can actually trace how they've learned from each other's strengths. Jimin has developed more vocal stability and power in his delivery, while Jungkook has expanded his emotional range and expressive capabilities. It's a beautiful example of how collaboration can make both artists grow individually. They don't just complement each other, they make each other better. This growth mindset and openness to learning from one another is what keeps their partnership fresh and evolving. From a technical standpoint, both have different placements. Jimin tends toward forward placement with resonance more focused in the mask area of the face, creating brightness that's soft and rounded. Jungkook has a more balanced placement between chest and head voice, with resonance that's more evenly distributed. This difference creates clear separation between the two voices even when they're singing the same note, and this makes their harmony very rich and layered. Their breathing techniques are also very complementary. Jimin uses more controlled and measured breathing, providing space for dynamic variation and emotional phrasing. Jungkook has more consistent and powerful breath support, enabling long, sustained notes and powerful climaxes. When combined, this creates very interesting phrasing where momentum can change organically. The most amazing thing about Jimin and Jungkook's vocal phenomenon is that they don't try to sound the same. They don't follow templates or try to conform to one particular style. They embrace their differences and use them as creative tools. And guys, this is a very important lesson not only in music but also in life. Difference is beautiful. Difference is powerful. In a music industry that often seeks uniformity, the courage to maintain distinct vocal characteristics is something worth appreciating and learning from. They show that you don't need to be someone else to succeed. You just need to be the best version of yourself and find people who complement you, not who try to change you. When we listen to their harmony, we're not just hearing two good voices. We're hearing a story about how two very different individuals can come together and create something bigger than themselves. We're hearing about respect, understanding, and shared artistic vision. We're hearing about how softness isn't weakness, and strength isn't about dominance. Their partnership also teaches us about the importance of ego-free collaboration. In many musical duos, there's often competition or a struggle for the spotlight. But with Jimin and Jungkook, there's a genuine appreciation for what the other brings to the table. They understand that their individual success is amplified through their collaboration, not diminished by it. This maturity and professionalism creates an environment where both can shine without overshadowing each other. Beyond the technical aspects, there's something deeply human about their vocal connection. It's the trust they have in each other, the way they listen and respond in real time during live performances. You can see it in their eye contact, in the subtle nods and smiles they exchange. This nonverbal communication translates directly into their vocal performance, creating moments of spontaneous beauty that can't be replicated in a studio. It's this live chemistry that makes every performance unique and special, reminding us that music, at its core, is about human connection and shared experience. Jimin and Jungkook's vocal phenomenon is a powerful reminder for all of us that in music, and perhaps also in life, harmony isn't about everyone sounding the same. Harmony is about differences coming together in beautiful balance. Softness and strength, vulnerability and stability, emotion and technique. All of these can coexist and actually create something transcendent. So, next time you hear them sing together, listen more carefully. Notice how Jimin's voice gives soul to the song, while Jungkook's voice gives body. Notice how they respond to each other, support each other, and elevate each other. This is a masterclass in vocal collaboration, and we can all learn a lot from them. And guys, this isn't just about Jimin and Jungkook. This is about finding people in your life who complement you, who make you better, who appreciate your differences, and use them to create something beautiful together. Because in the end, that's what makes life beautiful, when we can celebrate differences and create harmony and diversity. Thank you for watching until the end. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends who might be interested in vocal analysis like this. And if you have opinions or insights about their vocals, share them in the comment section. See you in the next video.